with her what it was I was looking for, and
Hey Emma, how's it going, hon? How's this Sunday for you? Yeah, it's crazy. I was just about to get off now, but yeah, you can ask your questions because I've been like live three times already probably today. Let me see, make sure my phone is being charged. Probably gonna go to the restroom real quick, but you can post your question. No, it's up to you. If you want to get them done tonight, you can, or another time, because I'll be back on tomorrow too. So just let me know, huh? I'll have to go to the restroom real quick. All right, I'm back in. Can I get an accurate reading here for Emma Jones, please, Spirit? Thank you. Accurate reading for Emma Jones. This message is for Emma Jones and Emma Jones only. Help me to give them some clarity today. They would like to know how will this arbitration them here. They really would like to agree to a settlement. How would this mediation and arbitration go for Emma Jones tomorrow? Clarify. I feel like you will. This might be more like a life lesson than it is getting a financial breakthrough. I feel like you could feel 50-50 about the situation. You might feel a little better about the resolution a little later on about the situation than you do during the resolution. It could be like maybe somebody kind of like breached their contract, or maybe it was um, some type of false advertisement. I don't know really what the situation is, but it seems like you might not get your desired solution out of the situation, but it's like you get some type of recovery. So I don't know. Say for instance, you or your lawyer wants to go for $7,000, you might only get 5,000. And again, it's not, maybe it won't be the 7,000 you're hoping for, but it's something kind of thing. So it could be like some type of disappointment. I want to clarify something. Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. I feel like extending it could help, possibly. If there's able to be some type of extending of the case. I'm hearing paying attention to needs and wants, making sure you fully understand contracts and so. Could be a lot of anxiety within this. I just want to make sure you have all your receipts. Make sure nobody can argue like your times or so if you were late, especially to the case kind of thing. I just heard stay focused on your goals and your stay on topic. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. think you would be significant about a policyholder. Something could have took hours or maybe even longer than hours. Oh, 4 years. Oh, okay. I see. Like it could be again. I feel like there's some disappointment. Like there could be some unfair type of judgment here, especially if they're like, "Oh, you waited too late to do something," or it's like it shouldn't matter how late you waited if you were in the right. You know what I mean? Page of Swords, Judgment, Eight of Swords. I just heard give the mediator or whoever, give them as much information as possible. I even feel like I don't know if you can fully trust this lawyer. Yeah, I also heard focus on the bigger things or mention the big things first before you get to the smaller parts of the issue. So it's like leading with the main problem. Yeah, I feel like the mediator might be a little bit more helpful to you than the lawyer is. Like they're gonna be trying to like give you hints, kind of thing, of how to work your way around this. You just got to be able to like be observant and listen. I feel like so. I think it is potential to get exactly what you're hoping for or more, but I think more so it's like you just get some type of recovery. But there's potential for change. Energy is fluid. Sometimes things are not always set in stone, right? So I think this is kind of like this is also about listening to your intuition here too. Like your higher self, your intuition knows how to like win this situation over. But sometimes when you get into situations, whether it's your anxiety or whatever, you might fold. So it's like, say for instance, if in this case, um, not being too aggressive to the other party will help kind of thing, but then you get there and then they kind of get a reaction out of you and then you screwed it over and that will causes you to fail. You know what I mean? So I think that could be part of it too. Yeah, look at that C2 swords. I didn't even know if it was out here when I was saying that, but yeah. Yeah, so it's like you kind of weighing like what's worth it and what's not, especially since it's been going on for like 4 years. You probably already didn't invest a lot into this. And it's like, am I going to get what I invested back? Is it better to just to walk away and total and maybe win in some other manner? So it's like you have to come against some firm decisions. Yeah, I just heard know what you're walking into. I don't know why I heard just childish 28-year-old. So it's, again, this could be like dealing with a lot of grown people. Some people are could be childish in this scenario. I mean, it is hard to deal with childish immaturity maturity when you're in a mature state. It says step out of your comfort zone, be bold, and make the first move. Interesting. Cardinal Moon, show the world the real you for an Aquarius. Time to breathe out. Yes. Again, calm your anxiety because I feel like that's gonna probably be the main thing that kind of like helps you here. Be observant, calm your anxiety. It says a winning outcome is a forecast, woman and Libra. So again, like I said, you are not losing in a situation, even if it's because again, it's like even if you get some recovery or full recovery, you're not losing in a situation. So it's like it's kind of like a even if you don't get full recovery, it's like well at least I got something. You know what I mean? It's better than zero. So and it's like over time you could even flip, you know, what you receive. Yeah, going in with gratitude and a positive mindset, knowing your stance. Again, like when you're right, you when you're right, not more knowledgeable, have nothing to hide, stuff like that. You go in there with a different stance, right? You're not gonna be overly trying to get someone. Also heard you'll be able to state your desired way that you receive your resolution. Like say it is like mainly money that you're getting. If you wanted to go to a certain account, that's will but I feel like you have to speak up because if then they'll probably just give you the standard or assume or so if you don't want it by check and you want a direct deposit or however you want to receive it, I feel like speaking up. And again, it's like focusing on what really matters. I don't know if this other party has any belongings of yours, but it's like, is it worth getting your desired outcome or to receive some of these items back? Because it might not be worth receiving some of if they have anything of yours back. Just her patience to signs. Something could be significant about a coworker. I just heard don't incriminate yourself. Forgive, but don't forget. You could also be getting helped out and relocating in something. And again, I know it doesn't sound all interesting, but sometimes advice is better than money, at least for the moment. We need money to survive in this life, but sometimes it's better for the moment so that you can eventually receive more. Something to be significant about a best friend as well, or just a friend, an associate. Look at that. See, we got justice. So again, you are getting justice. It might have came slow. You know what I mean? It might have not looked exactly how you envisioned, but you're receiving justice and recovery. Look at that. It says the past, receiving an earning from something you did in the past. Exactly. I just heard the devil has been defeated. He won't win again. You know, you have your free, you have no commitments. Sometimes they say good things come to people who wait. I mean, I feel like that's like, it's kind of true. But I feel like you're at a point, most of us are at a point where it's like, we want our stuff now, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I honestly think that energy kind of helps here. You being, what they call it, law of demand, law of authority. It's my money. I need it now. I want it now, kind of thing, you know? Like, I shouldn't have to work so hard or be a good person or whatever the case may be and then receive my blessings 100 years after or on my deathbed, right? So again, I feel like this is also you being like, a little bit more, a little demanding, not aggressive, but just like demanding. Yeah, it's like put your negotiation skills on. You got it. You might not know you got it or think you got it, or maybe you don't feel like using it, but you got it. Yeah, I just heard put your foot down. Yeah, I can remember a time where I had to call one of these tax preparers and tell them, hey, don't file my taxes because I didn't like what I was getting back. I didn't feel like it was right. I didn't feel like the calculations and what was going on was right. So I said, hey, even though y'all kind of got it up and ready to go, do not process it. And I went somewhere else and um, it got way more. I can remember a time my boss wanted me to stay over, but it wasn't adding up. It didn't seem right. It seemed like I was going to be very burnt out. I said, I can't do it. They offered more for me to stay. Sometimes it's really about negotiation, speaking up, confidence, just knowing your worth, knowing you're right. You don't have to do too much when you know you're worth it and you're right. All this is to say is that maybe you've been, I don't want to say wasting time, but maybe you've been fighting this case harder than you actually had to. And now you're just realizing that. But that's why you're receiving it now. You weren't receiving it slow and late. I don't think it was a divine reason why you were receiving it slow and late, to be honest. I feel like when you were really like fed up, ready, etc., is why you're receiving it now. But I hope they get you clear. You got the Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, the Devil card, Nine of Swords, King of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Number seven is very significant. That's a lucky number. King of Wands, Nine of Wands, Two of Swords, the World card, Death card, Queen of Swords, Empress, Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles. So number five repeated. That talks about change. Lovers, Knight of Cups, Eight of Wands, Five of Wands, the Star card, Fool card, and the Page of Wands. Do you have any other repeating cards, numbers, or matches? Trying to see. Oh, Queen of Wands and King of Wands. That's a match. I missed that. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. That's another match. Almost missed that. Number three is significant as well. So there's definitely fertility and abundance is pretty much the same thing. But yeah, I'm going to go back to see. Oh, we got a devil card twice. I forgot. I'm going to go back to see what you were saying, and you could be posting your other question. Um, See if I missed anything or anything like that. 100,000 last time my Lord said no. I know that's right. Ooh, okay. Hey. Because they knew they were wrong. Interesting, yes. Pretty much all the pentacles are good except what, Five of Pentacles? But even then, it still can kind of come into a recovery, which you do have the Five of Pentacles here too as well. So I'm gonna go through all the pentacles. You got the Ace of Pentacles, really good. Three of Pentacles, really good. King of Pentacles, really good. You got the Seven of Pentacles. That talks about the waiting energy. Literally, the Seven of Pentacles is the waiting card. And Knight of Wands, but I'm not sure if you had that out here. I don't think so. What other Pentacle cards did you get? You got the Queen of Pentacles, really good, which matches your King of Pentacles, like I said earlier. Um, Five of Pentacles, not so good, but depends on the cards it's surrounding, so it makes it good because of all the other good Pentacles. And that was all your Pentacle cards. Yeah. The only swords I have is Two of Swords and Nine of Swords. Oh, you do have the Nine of Wands. It's standing up. Oh, and the Five of Swords. Those are only swords that are out here. So again, it's gonna work out in your favor here. So even if they say, oh, we're only gonna give one 130,000, not the 140 or whatever, you still might be able to make up that 10 some other way. Or maybe somebody just gives you the rest because they're like, you know what, even though they didn't give it, I feel like you deserve. So again, it's like whether you get some of it, some recovery or full recovery, it's recovery. Five of Pentacles, yep. And that's really good because not a lot of people who got scammed get their justice. I got scammed, um, I think about 3 times in my life, and I've only got justice for one of those times. Luckily, the 2 times that I didn't get justice, it wasn't a lot of money, but still, I got scammed. Like one of them was, I was interested in moving to these apartments, and they were, out of distance or whatever. So I did all my stuff online, and they had me pay I think it was the application fee or whatever. Come to find out, it was a scam, and the guy basically was just doing that to get people's applications fees. It was never any type of real process or anything going on. So that was a scam. Never got justice. Another time I was on TikTok or whatever. Really stupid, but I was desperate, and that's how to get certain people when you're desperate and panicking and going through the emotions, not really thinking clear. People are easy to scam you. So um, it was something to where it's like, oh, support my TikTok, do this, that, and the third, and then they'll, give you money or whatever the case may be. I tried it. That was also about like $30 because the apartment fee was 35. This TikTok thing was about $30. Um, didn't get it back. I tried to dispute it with my bank and Cash App and everything. Did not work out. The third time I got scammed, which I did get justice, and it was a bigger amount. I was trying to get a loan um, online or whatever because I just needed extra money or whatever. Um, and I had got money from my schooling or whatever, and I used that. Well, I didn't use that, but I used the card that it went on for my information. They say don't trust things online, but I had did it before and I had no issues. I didn't get scammed and it worked out. So I'm thinking this time will go well as well. Fool, right? So I did it. they took 400 and something off my card. Um, I instantly go to crying, like, oh my God, you know what I mean? But I was able to fight it and dispute it and get my money back. Luckily, because I had rent coming up and everything was going on. That's $400. That ain't no 30 like the application and the other stuff. After 5, that's rent or that's part of rent, right? So I'm over here crying like, oh my God, like, thinking I'm really gonna lose out. But thank God I got my justice for that one. So yeah, it's a learning lesson for sure. So, like I say, like not a lot of people get lucky and getting their justice for these certain type of situations. So it looks like you're gonna be one of them really lucky ones. So yeah, right, right. But you know what? I got over it. I accepted it. Like if I'm not gonna ever get my justice for those situations, I mean, I can make up $30 right now. Now that 400 something, $500, that would have been a big loss. I still eventually can make it up, but still, that's a big loss. So, yeah, I've seen people who went through worse, thinking they're gonna move into an apartment, thinking they got a friend or someone helping them find it, and they took all their money that they've been saving up for years, and that's supposed to go to their kids and stuff like that. Or people accidentally sending people money on Cash App, and the people don't send it back. So, I know people who had it worse, and they never received, justice. So, yeah, I know that's right. Yes, prayer is very strong for sure. I started praying consistently, and prayer really does work. I pray to have good days at work, etc., and it always works out. What's your other question, Hannah? I gotta show my other phone some love. I need another charger. I'm just using one charger for both my phones. For people in the live stream, hope you're doing well. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, notification bell for all that good stuff. Check out the community post where I post collective readings that may resonate with you. Also, anytime I do a collective live stream, suggest any ideas for this channel, not just videos, anything that you would like to see here. Claim your donations, especially if your YouTube name, PayPal, Cash App, or Chime. I don't buy, I get the answers just right. I do all kind of readings except mediumship at this time. Personal private readings can go by email, phone, text, private live stream, or private recorded video. Most information is in the description box. If it is not there, please let me know and I will inform you. Come in and share updates if you would like to from past readings I've given you that's resonated or on its way to resonating, in the process of resonating. What else? Am I forgetting to mention anything? I think that's all. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in and supporting however you do, whether it's donating, coming in with good vibes, sharing the video, etc., etc. It's all appreciated. Um, Let me know if they're giving you trouble posting your second question or not, Emma, because YouTube sometimes does that. For some reason, that reading gave me energy. Maybe it's because I'm happy. I like blessings and stuff like that and justice, so maybe that's why. I'm like, what really happened? I just got this boost of energy. But can I get more clarity for Emma Jones, please, tonight, Spirit? Thank you. It's reading for Emma Jones and Emma Jones only. It's a general reading for Emma Jones for from this month until May 2026. From today until May 2026. Ooh, have you? It's a general for Emma Jones from now until May 2026. Okay, I will be too. I don't know why I just heard Portuguese and working for a rich family. I also feel like someone within your family could be finally let go of an abusive relationship. So not only are you getting justice, it's like your loved ones could be getting justice as well. So that makes you happy. It's like what you want is in the near future. Spirit is saying to be more social here. Maybe get out more to attract more of your blessings here. You seeing just how more beautiful you are. I don't know, maybe you're getting into mirror gazing. I just heard closer to your dreams here. So it's like you're getting some processes started, like whether you wanted to go into business of like making shelters for homeless people or whatever it is that you aspire to do here. It's like you're getting the process started, or you could be like revisiting it if you already started the process of some things. It's like, okay, now I can take it further now that I have the resources or the finances, etc. I also feel like your environment is improving, whether that's like the streets on your road, potholes are done being in the way, or at your job, you got better airflow, etc. Things are being improved. Yeah, building better relationship, friendships, and even networking here. So surrender to the divine. The energy is gaining momentum. Interesting. I don't know why I heard flipogram. feel like you could be getting more connected with nature here too. Maybe you go out and try to like clean the water and stuff like that. Also heard you're finally gonna be owning some. Maybe you're like done renting something. You're done renting something, some debt is clearing. Your reputation is becoming better, name being cleared as well. I have to clarify this. I just heard believing in the impossible. I don't know why I'm seeing you like maybe you're going into some type of rally classes, defense classes. I feel like you could be like you might be choosing to stay single here. I feel like you're becoming more picky with your options here, kind of thing. You're choosing more wisely here in love. It's like you have options, but that doesn't mean you're quick to choose here. Could be an Earth sign, Capricorn towards Virgo in the mix. I feel like you're looking for your equal, someone with the same values or so. You're looking for someone who's experienced in love. I don't know why I heard Dr. Voodoo. Do you know how to talk to animals here? Seven of Wands talks about fighting for or against something. So this is like you literally taking actions to be aligned with your goals. So you might be shocked or surprised that you're meeting some rather soon. But again, I feel like they meet you when you're ready. I also feel like you're being more authentic, stepping out of your comfort zone, trying things. Maybe you're interested in different cultures. You're not afraid to, you know, test something out anymore with someone judging like, oh, you shouldn't wear that because you're not this race or you don't believe in this or blah 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 blah. Yeah, just her going to a talent show. Maybe auditioning for something. Yeah, not afraid to just meditate in your front or backyard without caring what people think and people who's looking, you know? I feel like you will have specific signs of like the person for you because they might call you a certain name or address you a certain way. Like maybe they call you Rose, even though your name is not Rose, but they think of you as a Rose. So it's romantic, it's sweet, it's meaningful, and it's like you're gonna feel it. With this four wands, I feel like this is you like exploring more of your community, or even places that are like what maybe an hour away from your community. Especially not caring about waiting on people anymore to go on a trip or go to a certain event or whatever the case may be. It's like, hey, who's ever coming, coming. If you're not, at this point, I don't care anymore. Could also be letting go of some type of superstitions that were like holding you back. Yeah, just her becoming more knowledgeable, not letting the world manipulate you anymore. I also heard you're not gonna be feeling because once you do like get some justice, especially financially, you're gonna stop feeling guilty about like taking care of others. Maybe you've already been taking care of others a lot, so maybe you're already thinking like, oh, when I do get my recovery and justice and stuff, should I give this much to this cousin, this sister, this mom, or whoever, even though they were toxic, and feeling like guilty. I feel like that guilt is gonna go away because you know you truly deserve this for your recovery. Even with the person involved in this case, you might still have a little bit of heart, but it's like nope, it's all for you. You know what I mean? It's like literally you don't have to share this blessing. You embracing different opportunities, different environments, um, different age groups. Because again, like within your friends group, maybe you have younger friends, older friends, whatever. But you embracing it again, just not feeling bad about your choices anymore, feeling more like a grown adult. How old you are, because maybe you still feel like you were a kid at sometimes or whatever the case may be, but now you're fully stepping in to your goddess energy and your grown energy. Like grown is a mentality, not your environment. So even if you still live with your mom or whatever you had going on that you felt like connected to you as still kind of being like childlike, it's like that's not what makes you an adult. It's being able to make decisions for yourself. It's being able to, whenever you can stand on your own 2 feet, stand on your own 2 feet, etc. But yeah, let me pull a couple more cards here. I don't know why I heard the name Sandy could be significant or the letter S could be significant. And I feel like you're getting an early start with your self love too. Like by the time you're old, gonna have good joints and all that. You could be getting better at science, or maybe you're just interested in some type of scientific project here that you'll be working on this month, next month. Letter H could be significant as well. Could be exposing some type of spiritual teacher or something like that. I feel like your expectations and stuff like that would change as well. Could be getting a vanity set. Could be healing some sexual energy too as well. I also feel like your favorite restaurant could be opening back up. So it's like you'll notice big things, you'll notice small things, you'll notice expected things, unexpected things. You'll notice this, that, here, there. You might even be brave enough to take a date here or do your homework in a place you never, expected to do it, or if it's not homework, it could be journal or something. Hey, Smithy, what's going on, boo? I just heard your mind is not all over the place. It's beautiful. Your intuition is speaking. I'm fine. How are you? You're letting go of resentment because holding on to resentment is really making your own self bitter, right? It doesn't hurt the other person. You're getting out of this scarcity mindset. Obviously, you're getting like you already know this. You're getting out of this scarcity mindset, and you're just maintaining it because maybe it was times where it's like you had breakthroughs and got out of scarcity, but then you went right back. You know what I mean? So this time it's like consistent, maintaining. This time is definitely life changing and different. So yeah, I don't think I give you clarity. You had the devil card, the two of pentacles, two of swords, number two is significant, two of wands, strength card, ace of wands, four of wands, the fool card, page of pentacles, literally talks about your goals, six of pentacles, nine of cups, literally talks about your wishes, three of swords, high priestess, seven of wands, ace of wands, the hangman, six of swords, six of wands, number six is significant, five of swords, eight of pentacles, the magician, eight of swords, number eight, hermit, seven of swords, the king of pentacles, queen of pentacles. Then we just get those two in your other read. Two of cups, nine of pentacles, justice, the world card, four of cups, ace of cups, two of pentacles, and a double card. Yeah, so some of these cards um, came out in your first read as well. Oh, thank you, Ismaili. Thank you for the good news and feedback. The small money you have, yeah. And I mean, you got free will whether you once you get this, amount and all that. If you want to or not, like you just don't have to be hard on yourself. Not just P. Oh man. Things go in your favor exactly. But yeah, much love and blessings to you. Come back with updates if you'd like to share. But yes, things are always working out in our favor, okay? Once I found out that manifestation is real and thinking positive is really good for you and stuff like that, I never turned back. And I'm still working to be even better at it than I am now. I'm taking my health more seriously, everything more seriously. So it's definitely good energy. I feel like it's been good energy in a collective recently. Most people are getting spoiled, getting justice, getting this, getting that in their favor. Some people are even letting go of stuff. Like some people are realizing there's happiness, um, even if they don't ever get married or stuff like that. It's more than just a partner or one thing, right? So, and it's like whatever's meant for me will come. But I'm enjoying myself until then, you know. You're welcome. Thank you, Smita. You can post your questions whenever you're ready. I just got a wave of heat. Whoosh. You get an act reading for Ismi Lee. Act reading for Ismi Lee, please, Spirit. Thank you. Help me give Ismi Lee some clarity tonight. This message is for Ismi Lee and Ismi Lee only. Ismi Lee would like to know what is or what went through Tizzy's mind after she sent her last text to him about a week ago, ending things with him. So, how did Tizzy feel about Tizzy ending things with him a week ago through text? What went through his mind or what is currently going through his mind about it? Again, what is or went through Tizzy's mind when Ismi Lee ended things through text towards him? How does Tizzy feel? I'm seeing 1111 right now. It could feel like there was not miscommunication from that exact text um, throughout the connection. So maybe they felt like things weren't always clear. But I feel like with the text itself and you ending things, they could have very mixed, conflicted emotions here. It's like they feel hurt, but then they don't. They see your perspective, but then they don't, kind of thing. And they feel, and they could, part of them could feel like relief. So it's like they're not even clear in their emotions. They could have felt like some things weren't that serious, but maybe you viewed things differently. So they might have felt like, okay, if they're taking certain things too serious or dramatic now, how will things be in the future? They also could be like a result of them testing, because I did get in like in your last reads or past reads that they would always kind of like test this connection. So maybe they feel like a part of you failed the test or something like that. They could have seen it as like unexpected, or maybe it's like you text them at an hour that maybe you never usually text them, kind of thing. They could be feeling like they were still trying to figure you out. Yeah, they could feel salty because maybe they felt like you guys are trying to level up together or build something. Maybe they felt like that was overlooked. Yeah, so maybe they were like backtrack. Well, not backtracking. Maybe they could have felt like they weren't sure of your intentions. Maybe they feel like they're seeing a different side of you, but that would kind of make sense because it's a different situation. So yeah, they could just be feeling like they're seeing a different side of you. Yeah, so they could be feeling like betrayed. It could be that kind of energy was like, oh, you're gonna leave me too. This person left me, my family left me, or this person betrayed me. This person left me abandoned. You too. So it could be like that kind of energy. Or maybe they guilt tripping. You both. I feel like you both honestly probably felt like each other was guilt tripping the other, even if that's weren't really your intentions, even if that's not what you meant. I just heard I don't have any energy to fight. They could have felt like they wished they met you in different circumstances at a different time. Since I feel like you're the right person, but it is or was the wrong time. Yeah, so he could again. He could have a little bit of a victim mentality. It could be like every time I think I found love, something slaps me in the face, or you know, every time I open up my heart, something goes wrong, or kind of energy. Or again, everybody leaves me. You are too. I just heard you got it. Says despite what's going on, I'm not mad at you. I just heard it won't happen again. But it's also the energy of like I can't promise it won't happen again kind of energy. Yeah, I just heard either agree to disagree or just agree. Yeah, her. I thought I showed you I loved you. I feel like his logic might not really be logic. It could also be like energy of like maybe there's a third party and like he could feel like I'm giving you my best, but like I'll give the third party like the worst kind of thing. Like not in dealing with you, but it could have been like while the situation is going on, maybe I'm dealing with a third party because I don't want to burden you. But then it's like when things get better, I feel like I'm in the right energy for you, kind of thing. So things could be like again like backwards, confusing. They're confused. You're confused. Says I won't give you what you want unless you give me what I want. Make the first move. stop playing petty games, drop the attitude, and unblock me. It's like afraid to lose you, but then also being stubborn. So it's like, what are you afraid of, right? It's like losing me or losing your pride or losing however you vision something. They could also feel like their ex plays a part in this connection. It's like, oh, you didn't cut that soul tie. I didn't cut that soul tie. It's dripping in this relationship. He could have felt like he was involved in a very messy situation. I just heard my reputation is on the line, not yours. I just heard there's no sense of us both being down or depressed. I just heard, I'm sorry, they're my priority. I don't think this is a third party. This could be like some type of family here that's a priority. But they might be too much of a priority. They might have too much of an influence. I just heard, did you come to argue or bring peace? So again, it's like they literally might feel like they don't have the energy to fight. So if you didn't get a response, that could be part of the reason why. It's like I don't have the energy to fight. I just heard, I'm sorry, something is not part of my muscle memory. I just heard I'm scared. They could be scared that maybe your children or your child does not like them. Or again, what type of influence or example they could be setting. I feel like I got that in one of your last reads before too. But again, they could just feel like neither one of you healed before you got in this connection here. He also could have felt like he made bad choices to maybe start a connection, knowing that like a past or certain things could catch up with him. You hearing that Pleasure Please song? I did you wrong, you did me wrong. I take you back, you take me back. I did you wrong, girl. But yeah, I hope they give you clarity. We got something out of that, and go on to your second question. I'm gonna be going through what you said. See, make sure I didn't leave out anything. Give clarity if needed. He watched your stories, including the one today. Yeah, so it's kind of like he's freely seeing how you're processing things without like, you know, engaging or putting in effort or whatever you want to call it, kind of thing. Posting things on social media. Yeah, that's a complete, not necessarily. I mean, I guess you can call it crossing boundaries, but at the same time, that's a complete no-no that you just don't do. And I wouldn't blame you if you don't accept it. Honestly, I suggest you don't accept it. Um, but it's like it's only so much understanding you can give, right? But it's like no matter what the situation is, any person that's just posting on social media, going a very long time without speaking, yeah, no. So I don't blame you for, you know, said your guy best friend took some. I said, "Who's this?" I mean, I can get that because people are curious. He already knows you, or feel like he knows you. I'm not saying it's right, but I can see why he probably responded because people are very curious when they see an unfamiliar number and stuff like that. He might have even thought it was you on a different account, kind of thing. Some people's mind goes there, but So do you see you marrying and more kids between now and the next 2 to 3 years? Okay. Okay, let me know. I was like, I'm gonna try my best to remember the question. Can I get some more clarity for Ismaili tonight, please, Spirit? Thank you. Accurate messages only for Ismaili. This reading is for Ismaili and Ismaili only. Thank you. For Ismaili, will they meet the man that they will marry and have more kids with between now and the next 2 to 3 years here? Will Ismaili meet the man that they will marry and have more kids with between now and the next 2 to 3 years? So within 2 to 3 years, will Ismaili meet the man that she'll marry and have more kids with? Clarify. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Um, how can I say this? Because I do, it's definitely a yes. I feel like it would be closer to the 2 year, 1.5 than it is 3 years. But at the same time, there could be like some couple of things in the mix and a couple of things that maybe you have to take upon in your own control. If that makes sense, like because it could be an energy to where it's like you're maybe thinking you're meeting a certain man that you'll like marry, and then maybe the kids come but the marriage never does, kind of thing. So this is just you being I guess more careful, taking more control, having more boundaries, etc., etc. So it's like you standing on, I guess, your word or your ground or something. So again, say for example, it's like this time around, it's like, okay, I'm not having any more kids until a ring on the finger kind of thing, or we actually go to the wedding and stuff like that. It's you sticking to that kind of thing. Otherwise, there could be a potential to maybe repeating a cycle, if that makes sense, with this moon card. So it's like yes, but you might have like a couple more frogs in a row or a couple more bumps in the road if you're not careful, kind of thing. If you're not making wise decisions, kind of thing. Because the Two of Cups literally talks about a deep bond, meaningful connection, etc. So they always been gonna come along. Like what's meant for you is meant for you, kind of thing. The person is always gonna come along. No matter what, divine timing, whatever you want to call it. But again, there's a possibility for other things to happen, beforehand, or kind of thing, or to delay it. See, before I've been said that, it says make wise plans. Maybe you made a couple love choices because you didn't feel like you had other options, or maybe you felt like you were stuck in an environment. Maybe you felt like you couldn't find love outside of where you were from, or maybe you weren't open to different possibilities. Maybe you were looking for more of what you wanted versus what you needed, kind of thing. Oh, I'm seeing 1111. Yeah, I'm hearing it doesn't solely happen on its own. Like it's meant for you, but at the same time, it doesn't solely happen on its own. Again, it still takes you making wise decisions, basically. Clarify something. Yeah, and I even feel like the person might not knock off everything off your wish list in a man. It might be one or two things that's kind of like missing, or at least one or two things that maybe they don't have just yet, but they will gain in the future. So again, it's kind of like being open, knowing the difference between uh, red flags and just imperfections. That you already been learning some lessons, like not like even with the previous question, like you're no longer letting nobody not communicate for you for months and just come back in freely with open arms. You know what I mean? That's not the person. Because it's like if they can't be consistent with you, how are they going to be consistent with a child or even your marriage? Person could be an Aries, don't have to be, but I'm getting like fire energy. Could have like some Jewish energy in their bloodline. Yeah, I feel like a lot of things don't excite you. The bare minimum doesn't excite you anymore. Like at first, the bare minimum excited you, but now it's like, okay. I've heard that. I heard men say that to me a lot. Like I'm looking for something different, and I'm paying attention to actions rather than just words. So you're getting into that. Okay, why do you like me? And you're straight up What are your intentions? I'm gonna see if you fold, stumble on your words, any of that. You know what I mean? Oh man. I mean, look at Tina Turner. She was the first in a really abusive. Not saying you were in a abusive relationship, and not comparing. I'm just saying like she eventually found love, kind of thing, and it was outside her race. That's the point I was making. Not to say that you were in an abusive relationship, but yeah, she was in that for a while, and it took a little time before she found the right thing for her, and it was outside of her race. But it's like at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter about what race. It just matters about if that person really cares for you or not. You know, it doesn't matter how tall, doesn't matter how good looking. 'Cause of course, we still want something reasonably good looking, right? But you get what I'm saying. It's more about what you want, what you deserve. I mean, what you need, what you deserve, rather than every single little thing that you want, kind of thing. Really getting down to what's a preference and what's actually a deal breaker. A preference could be like, I prefer them to be dark skinned, but I don't mind a light skin. You know what I mean? A deal breaker is like they absolutely cannot cheat. You know what I mean? At all. It's I'm not going for that. You know what I mean? But I don't care if they're light skin or dark skin, even though I prefer, you know, that kind of thing. So it's you getting down to the nitty gritty here. I feel like you could be attracting someone who you just go out and have fun with. Like both of you guys are riding on, I don't know, it could be a motorcycle, hoverboard, whatever. You're spreading your arms out. You're getting that air. Blowing kisses, and the other one catches it. So corny, but it's like y'all love each other. I hear that. I love the energy for you, honey. Do not play. What they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. Fool me three times, fuck the peace sign. Load the chopper, let it rain on you. I mean, we're not. At this point, especially as you said, you're getting older. We don't got that much patience. Like you get one chance at this point. So if I see you going several days without communicating, and you're not at least in a coma or something very extreme to have a certain kind of excuse, then yeah. Trust me, I used to be very understanding and willing and, a little dumb and stuff like that. Like, oh, I can reach out for a certain amount of time. Um, you know, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I did have a feeling they were dealing with someone else, but yeah, it was very apparent. Not only that, because I don't feel like everything was their fault. Because I would, sometimes be inconsistent or block and unblock, or I have my own issues, but still at the same I think it just reconnected. But still, at the same time, we should be able to try to work on that instead of giving up easily. So if someone's giving up easily, they weren't that interested in the first place, right? But yeah, attracting someone who feeds your soul and spirit and everything like that, not just your body. And sometimes maybe people barely did that. But, yeah, someone who uplifts you. Because I feel like when you do have children with this person, it's like, ooh, my babe bounced back. Then even if you don't bounce back, kind of thing. But it's like whatever the energy is, like they're going with the flow. They're making sure they're uplifting whatever. It's like, ooh, yeah, she the one. Blah blah blah. You know, you that girl. You know. Yeah, and even if they don't have the most to talk about all the time, they're still keeping up with communication here. Oh, it says your hard work is paying off, Moon and Capricorn. Wow. Could also be a Capricorn too. I got Aries, Capricorn. Could be possible signs here. It's time to release negativity from one Scorpio. So Scorpio, North Node, step out of your comfort zone, work through your fears. When Scorpio, so Scorpio is very significant here. They could be into like film production, so maybe they record kind of thing. Maybe there's some type of director. I feel like their main love language could be like quality time and gift giving kind of thing. It's like when you're hot, they fanning you down. Like they're just very attentive. I just heard stern father, so it's like your children could definitely be daddy's girls kind of thing. Oh, it says expect powerful change. You know why you can expect powerful change? Because you're changing kind of thing. Again, you're like working with the universe for your desires. And that's all the universe be wanting sometimes for us to work with it. It's like help me help you. It's like I'm trying to give you the man you want. I'm trying to give you this. I'm trying to give you that. But you gotta work with me. And by working with me, you're not accepting less. Because when you accept less, we can get confused and think that's what you wanted. You might have a little resentment, not towards them, but it could just be like, dang, I could have had this a while ago. You know what I mean? I wasted my time at other places. I could have been had this kind of energy. I feel like he could be very into like anime, or he could at least like have kind of very distinctive decorations in his house. Like maybe he has a sword hanging up, he has a deer head hanging up, he has different things, and you could just be like, interesting. You know what I mean? I feel like he has a very vibration too that he might break a lot of things, not on purpose. So him and technology might not get along. He could love plus size women too. So it's like he might be the type that like if you do lose weight, he's gonna support you, but he might prefer you like plus size. So maybe he likes playing with that or like a little tummy. He could also want to see you dance pregnant too. He could find it very sexy. Also feel like he will treat you very special any day, but especially maybe on your birthdays. He's gonna make sure, even if your friends fell asleep or whatever the case may be, like he's still up when you're up, kind of thing. Party doesn't end until you want to end it, even despite how tired he might be. I feel like he, again, he just puts in effort to keep the spark. So again, even the times that they don't have a lot to talk about and stuff, they could text you purposely with big letters to make it more like entertaining or more, you know what I mean? So it's like he tries to switch things up. It feels like. And I feel like he'll do things that might feel is ridiculous, but it's to please you. So say for instance you want to buy this celebrity shirt for a crazy amount, he thinks he's gonna do it or whatever the case may be. It's like, oh, this is ridiculous, but happy wife, happy life. He could really believe in that. I also feel like he could avoid certain environments that feel like could put you in harm's way. Even if you wanted to go, it's like, oh, we're not going to that. Like, those restaurants where it's like they purposely talk to you disrespectful and do certain things. It's like, no, we're not doing that. I don't want them doing that to you. I feel like he gets keloids a lot, so it could be certain things that you notice him, like when the time comes, kind of thing. He'll have a very distinctive, maybe talk, look, etc., vibe, energy. He could have the belief that like people shouldn't wear like Jesus on a cross, or he doesn't believe in that symbol, or maybe he just doesn't have certain beliefs about the Bible or so. So again, it's like he could have very distinctive beliefs. Like everything is like very, I feel like distinctive, or it's like you haven't heard or thought about before. I said he's not basic. I feel like, or again, it's just very different to you, especially maybe the people you attracted in the past, kind of thing. Maybe you didn't even know their belief system, or maybe things are just basic or stuff you already heard before. You know, taking care of like say for if you and the kids get sick, he's taking care of everyone. Yeah, it's some interesting people. Sometimes you never know until you come across them. Sometimes you never you only know what is in front of you. Sometimes you only know what's in front of you. And that's why sometimes people are stuck on certain people because they're not aware of a better option at that point. You know what I mean? That's why people say stuck sometimes. Or just not hopeful. So if they're not stuck, they might just not be hopeful. I have to clarify that. feel like he's very playful. He could purposely scratch you with his nail, his foot nails in the bed. Just likes to bug you. Yeah, y'all reading books together, or even if sometimes y'all are reading different books, but you're still next to each other reading your different books. Probably interrupting each other about what's going on in each other's book, kind of thing. I feel like he could love ghost stories too. But this really could be like, I don't want to say all of a fairy tale because that's fake, but it could be a little bit of a fairy tale. It's like the getting stuff out of your hair, blowing something out of your eye, all that kind of stuff. But there's also realistic energy here. He could sleep with his mouth open. He could just, again, like I said, I feel like he has very distinctive beliefs. He might always feel like a man should wake up before a woman, a man should sleep on the outside of the bed, like certain things he believes in, kind of thing. And I feel like he sticks to it for the most part. And if he doesn't, he might feel bad about it. I just heard you're in for a treat. That might be one of his favorite things to say before he like spoils you. I also feel like part of you attracting this is not only cutting out what doesn't serve you with other options and self love, but I mean, just also knowing you don't have to be perfect for this here. Um, because even when you were dating, kind of thing, it doesn't mean you don't think you're perfect. So at all. Sometimes people try and they still feel like they gotta extra impress someone, but it's like they're already feeling you. You're already impressive. You don't have to do extra. You know. It's like you don't have to be the perfect little girlfriend. What did Beyonce say? It said I'm more than just his little wife, you know. So it's like yeah, being in love and being your wife and everything is nice, but it's like you're more than that. And again, you don't have to be perfect to attract something that's nice and real and what you deserve. Yeah, it's like I'm a wife, I'm a business owner, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, I'm blah, I'm whatever I want to be. Ooh, look at that! This is what I have with you. I don't want with anyone else making it official. Could be an ass man. Also loves to see you pleasure yourself. Yeah, and just not self sabotaging this here. A part of why you probably aren't like attracting the type of man you want or not living in your soft life is maybe because you get scared or you hurt in panic or maybe you don't trust to be patient that someone will come through or it could be like when someone does something for you it's like oh no thank you you don't have to do that and it's like yes you do have to do that you got to do something I mean it's just not free energy that you're giving out or should be giving out kind of thing or I got it all the time let them have it you know what I mean or downplaying what you want it's like don't be ashamed of like what you want require and expect in a relationship or don't overgive easily or don't accept last minute plans. A guy just hit you up at 10 o'clock at night, like, oh, you want to go here or you want to do this or can I come over and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not about to rush. Now I got to rush to get ready, this and the third. I'm overly excited for the bare minimum, you know, or over explain your boundaries. It's like you only have to say it once. And if they don't respect it, they got to go. Yeah, it's like you don't get off of a man saying you're beautiful. Like, well, I know that. I get that a lot. Thanks for the compliment, but at the end of the day, it's just a compliment. It doesn't mean you put in all this extra effort for me to just give you my all. You know what I mean? I can get a compliment from anywhere. And again, it's like not, I don't need the compliment. I don't need the validation. It's nice again, but that's not what's gonna get you all my love. You know what I mean? Maybe at first, it was just about their love, but it's also about your love too. Yeah, someone who notices when you walk in that you shook the room in a good way. All eyes on you. They don't even notice any other women in the room. They forgot. Oh, there's other women here. Oh snap! I mean, they still got eyes to see. Other women could be attractive, but they're not looking for real. They're not looking that deeply. They're not. they're not curious. You know what I mean? It's like they really don't care. It's like the other women will have to probably break their necks to get attention. You don't, because you were what they really want, and that's how it should be. Like I always say, at this point, if you don't feel like their dream girl, if you don't see their consistency, if you can't brag on them, all that kind of good stuff, it ain't it. You don't feel wanted by the person, it ain't it. You don't feel cared for, listened to, probably not judged, supported, whatever the case may be. It's not it. They don't want the best for you. You know what I mean? There's a man that's not worried about losing you doesn't really care. They can't show up during emergencies. They don't care about your health. Hell no. Or they're trying to convince you to do something you don't want, breaking boundaries. Nope. I said I didn't want to have sex with you right now. And they keep pushing. That's not it. That's actually it's kind of low key rape. Period. Yes, you said a word. Want someone who wants me back. Because it's different. Somebody could be attracted to you, think you're a good woman, want to be around you, etc., etc. But it doesn't always necessarily mean they want you back. So it can be tricky, definitely. It's like, are you here because you really want me, or are you here because you like the benefit of it? But spirit, universe, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, is about to show you that it can get gooder than this. So again, you'll be surprised what's out there once you know, level up, open your eyes, stop accepting the bare minimum, etc. You'll be surprised. It's like, dang, I thought that was something. It's getting better than that. You know what I mean? So don't stop until you are 100% satisfied. Like you don't want to have to feel like you're forcing somebody or anything like that. You want it natural. You want someone who cares about your needs, not just theirs. You're looking for Big Daddy. You're looking for masculine. You gonna find him, but it might just take a little effort on your end. Could meet him through a coworker. Ooh, look at that. It says manifesting. It says you have all the tools you need to increase your income. Good fortune is coming soon. An opportunity may come to you where you can showcase your talent. Oh, wow. And it might be low key embarrassing because it's like this person treating you so well. And, you might not want to admit that you ain't really got treated this well before. You know, it's like a little shaky. So whatever it is, it's like, dang, I ain't never really been on an expensive date, or I never got a flower, or I never got consistency, or I never got this, or I never got that. And it's like, okay, but nothing to be ashamed about. They here to I don't want to say save you. It's like kind of what's the better word for saving? It's not necessarily saving, but it's something like that. I don't know, knight shining armor. I don't know what's a better word. Something like that. So you are so beautiful to me, can't you see? You're everything I hope for, you're everything I need. You are so like if you don't make them melt or they don't make you melt, you know? I'm getting excited for this. Cause again, I'm getting excited for your boundaries. Maybe he'll meet him then. See? Hey, party over there. Hey. I'm thinking you clear. You had the moon card, two of cups, 10 of cups, page of cups, 8 of wands, tower, 7 of pentacles, judgment, temperance, 9 of pentacles, the world card, emperor, 4 of swords, 2 of swords, ace of cups, 6 of swords, queen of cups, king of swords, queen of wands, 5 of wands, and a 2 of wands. The number two repeated, very significant. Talks about like union, collaborations, so on, so on, so on. What other numbers repeated? The number four talks about alignment, protection, discipline. And that's also another one of my beliefs. I believe that like you attract more of your blessings when you go outside. Like I always say this, not everything's gonna fall out the sky. And not everything do you find online. So I don't know, maybe most of your connections you found online or in some other way, but this time it might be different. It's more personal and in person and intimate. So that's something too. But yeah, you said even Poppy didn't respond to your last few texts also. Slow to respond. Well, how long has he haven't responded? Has it been a day or just a few hours? Oh, you said since like Thursday and Wednesday. Well, yep. But then again, his is a little different. Like you guys aren't really like dating. So his might be a little different than maybe Tizzy or so. But who knows? But I get it at the same time. I definitely do. Because this is one guy. He like you were saying, he was very slow to respond. Sometimes it took a couple days, and I was like, you know what? Never mind. I was like, never mind. You know. But I can't say I've done that to some guys too, and they was like, you know what? Never mind, girl. Like this one guy just blocked me because I didn't respond to his text. He's like, never mind. But to be fair, I felt like he had responded to my text, but then he didn't keep the conversation going, and that's why I didn't respond. I hate when people do that. Maybe that's the problem with mine. I don't know. But he got upset. He blocked me. He said, never mind. He's like, never mind, girl. But so I do definitely understand that for sure. You know, especially if you feel like things are going good, you're getting another person, and then it's like a unnecessary pause, an irritating pause. You know, so yeah, hot and heavy energy. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, especially because I feel like I was investing in most of the conversation. It's like I was at that point. I feel like I was getting trying to get to know them more than they were trying to get to know me. I had to bag away. Like, yeah, we won't be doing that.